Hey guys, welcome back to my 200th video, and similar to my 100th video I did not a couple months ago, about a year ago. This is going to be not a flyover, but it's going to be a world tour, finally. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but this is my 200th video, so been around for a while, and while I'm here, please, thank you so much for staying with me all this time, and this world's been here ever since I started YouTube, so let's get started. So first off, we're going to go with the house. We're going to go over all the spawn stuff in here. Then we're going to go off into adventures on the rail system. And the house, the home of Wicked Camper. We got some chests over here. I just recently remodeled the entire house and whatnot. This is a storage room, nothing special. Sunroof, wall furnaces. This house used to be so tiny, and if you go back to some of my early videos, which I probably may have taken down, it's pretty funny to look at. This used to be the storage room. We have the kitchen right here. We got a little pool. Actually, it's more of a hot tub. And then you go over here. This is where it gets interesting, because this is kind of like a disjunction, because the house is over there, but this is more of a rail system is up here. And the man cave is down here, and the man cave is pretty much the entire spawn dug out underneath. Well, maybe not all of it, but we got a storage room right under here, which is kind of filled. We also have the enchantment room right here. I had a cave, have a ravine pretty much underneath my house. That was always interesting. I have a rail system that goes all the way here. This is also my first piston contraption I ever made. So I was very excited when I made that thing. And we go over, sorry about that. Then right here is my first real tower. Hold on, let's go and take a look on the outside. I'm in creative mode, so I can do a whole bunch of flying around. Normally I'm not. I only build a few things in creative. But anyway, this is my first ever tower. I thought it was the coolest thing ever when I first built it, but not anymore. It's completely outclassed, as you can already tell. But anyway, that was my first real tower. Now let's go take a look at this thing right here on the way down. So this looks all fancy and junk. You press the button right here, opens up the pistons, and then down here, it's kind of like a, I don't know what to call this. It's just kind of like a thing. We have a light switch here to turn all the lights off, and then when you go right here, you go down this thing, and there's like a brewing station and cookery. It's like an underground place. It's kind of like a bunker. In a way, it's a bunker. And yes, I understand this is all diamond floor if ever one day I need it. But let's take a look on how this actually works on the inside. As you saw from underneath, but you can look from up top, and you can get from up here all the way down to the basement really easily. So what the signal does is the switch comes in from like right here or something like that. The signal travels down here, down to these pistons that are pushed up. And let me go, gotta go all the way around. I know it's a little cramped in here. Then you go right here, and this is the setup. It's not very efficient at all. I figured out that you could use a whole bunch of different stuff for that. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the farms. Yeah, let's take a look at farming. So this is my first farm I ever built. It is a fancy schmancy water thing. So the water is in the back. I press the lever right here, and the water comes rushing down. So does the wheat, and it piles up right here. Collect it and replant it. It's kind of efficient. I also have this farm here. The carrot and potato farm took forever to get, considering how old this world is. It's not fun. Then over here on the other side is the pumpkin and melon farm. All you do, press that lever, and the pop up. I'm not going to collect any because I have a lot. Let's see, we can go. Oh, I did make a fireworks show. So basically the way this works, and I made a whole video on this. I have a lever that goes here. The signal travels down here to a repeater. Basically, it's just a giant repeater. Then the signal goes out from here, goes up to the floating island, and then we have a contraption built behind me, essentially, that shoots up. I may take that down one day, but I don't know. I may reuse it, so I'm not gonna take it down. And then we got something that's was one of the first things I built. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Is the hotel/penthouse. The whole idea behind this was it was kind of like a hotel. So I was thinking about putting this up on a server one day, and people would just come in here to stay if they wanted. So this is my room, and then down the levels you would go. Come on. is kind of like rooms you can stay. All you have to do is put a bed in, a chest in there, or maybe a furnace, and there's just rooms ready to go. So that's the whole reason I built this thing, just so people could come in here. It used to be completely fenced in with iron golems everywhere, but we didn't need that. Let's see, what's another good thing? Let's go. Oh, the space shuttle. I first built this, it looked kind of stupid. Not gonna lie. But I eventually got everything working appropriately, so I extended the front. But now it looks like an actual space shuttle, if you ask me. And it was my first real big build, and I'm very proud of it to this day. And sorry, I'm moving really quick. Then we got the Sears Tower, or Willis Tower, wherever it's called now. And, oh, dang, I keep doing that. Skyrim, it's the sprinting button. Oh. Then we got the floating boat, which just used to be a boat, but then I added in the walkway to get all the way up, because people were always asking me, well, how do you get up there? And I was like, oh, fine. So I made a way. There's that thing. I believe there's only 3 more things to show. All right, so now we go on to the floating island. I built this on a server before. It was almost an identical replica. This also was recently built with the fireworks installed. I also put the nether portal up here, and let's take a look on the inside. This is my original brewing station and my enchantment room. This used to house level 50 enchantments. That's why there's so many bookshelves in here, but not anymore. I have the one that doesn't require as many downstairs. We have 2 more We have 2 more things I actually want to show you while we're at spawn. All right, so we have the twin towers. If you couldn't tell, I built these because friends were like, "Hey, do you like the twin towers?" So I was like, "Yeah, you should build." I was like, "Okay, why not?" My most viewed video is the twin tower video. I absolutely love them. On the inside, you can already see through the windows. There's nothing on the inside. There's no point. I believe. Oh man, which way is the sun? That's North Tower. That's the South Tower. North, South. And then we got the Freedom Tower. And I built these pretty close to scale. So, as you could tell when I back away from the Freedom Tower is actually really freaking high. It's on the edge of the world height, because this tree is up the world height. I believe it's only like 12 blocks short. And yeah, so it's near the world height, and this is my world from spawn. And we need to go ahead and take a look at the rail cart system, because it's a giant jumble of mess, I should say. But on the inside, the whole idea behind this was I did not want to travel anywhere. I didn't want to walk everywhere I went, so I built a rail cart system so it could do all the work for me. So we have the jungle, which is the first jungle biome I ever found. Then we got the home away from home, which is... Oh, we'll go over there soon. The arena, the USS Trolling, the football field, Hangar 11. The survival land, we're not going to there. And the animal farm and the sheep farm are very close to the place that we're going to go. We're going to go ahead and go to... Let's go to home away from home first. We're not going to ride the rail system because it's going to take too long. Oh, that's right. I hadn't finished it. I just recently changed all the railings around, so I need to re-add the tracks. But no worries. That's probably a good thing that we didn't do that right now. But you can see where the revisions end and begin. So we're just going to fly right over. This isn't too far from the house, but I used to think it was far, so that's the whole reason behind it. Look, you can see... like the entire I believe you can see every the mob spawner's right here. My first ever mob spawner that I found, and I made a trap out of. All right, anyway, so that's my... oh god, there's so much in this world. I don't know if I can fit all in one video. All right, so this also was recently built, a new way to get up the steps, and there's an iron golem right there. All right, I don't know why I just didn't walk up there. So this was my first contraption when it came to redstone, like very first. It was like a defense mechanism for incoming things. So what you do is you press the button. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not connected. Redstone. Oh, need that. That's basically all it is. But it's I always thought it was gonna be so cool. Like if you had a server and you had about 30 of these or something. Yeah, I thought it was the coolest thing. Let me break that. Put that there. Put that there. All right. Let's go ahead and continue on. So the next big thing is this. This was my first ever house over here, and I was like, it's nice looking, not bad. But I wanted to build something better, so this was the better thing right here. We're just gonna take a quick look inside. The bottom floor, nothing exciting whatsoever. I believe there's an iron golem here somewhere. Upstairs is where it's really at. I built this. It was the most cool thing I've ever built at the time. Look, you can see look how close it is to the house. You can see the floating island from here. So you also have the iron golem who protects this place because small mobs have been known to spawn in here. Then we got a diving board that goes off, and the end portal's right over there. It's not too far away. All right, so where are we gonna go from here? I'll be right back when I get to the next location. And now I'm back to the other location. All right, so it's not too far away from spawn. Yet again, you can see where the rail systems are and everything. We'll get to that in a second. I just remodeled that complete. So the rail goes right over here. This is supposed to be a huge building area, but that didn't really happen. This was more of a mob fighting area. So this when I originally built this was the arena. So that's why I named it. And it used to just be for fighting mobs in, and that's the whole reason I came in here. It was a dark place. You could always come in here and fight some mobs. But I decided to fight the Wither in here, not knowing when I first built it how destructive they were. Are you gonna hug me, bruh? And he kind of blew a hole and broke the room. So this place is decommissioned. I don't think I'm ever gonna repair it. It's kind of like a memory. It's gonna stay that way. We also built the end portal here because I could never find the end. Like there was a weird glitch where it wouldn't show up and then eventually spawned or whatever. So I built that and then eventually found the end. We got another portal. Then we got another location for a rail system. We have the USS Trolling Hangar. Oh, it's actually 11, not 18. The lighthouse and the lookout tower. The football field, and then we have a ride home. So let's go take a look at the new arena before we do anything else while I'm here. So you come down here. Fancy failed X. Oh, I can't believe we did that. You come in here. These were originally hooked up, but I disconnected it because it was becoming a pain. There's cake in here. I've been in here with a few friends before. We fought it out. I almost always win. Because if you... Well, here's a little hint. All you have to do is shoot through the lava, and the lava catches the arrows on fire if your bow's not, whatever. But anyway, let's look at the football field next, because that's the next big thing. This didn't always look this good. It used to look not this good. The corners weren't done right. There were no stairs. This thing looked like a flop. The whole thing, it was a great idea, like at the time, but it didn't turn out too well. But anyway, it has a pimp house suite and all that, but we're going to take a look at the two farms over here. So I wanted to keep the animal farm away from me, far away as possible, because I did not want to hear the animals going meow. And this is the new redesign. Oh my god, look at all the people! Yes, there are villagers in here and their children. They love to do things. This originally was supposed to be a park. Like, that's the whole purpose of it, but that didn't really happen. So I cleared it out very recently. I cleared out, made everything level, and made a giant farm. So this is a chicken coop. There are quite a few that are just hanging out. Like, look how many... How does this happen? How do they just transfer through fences? I hate that glitch. Anyway, villagers and pigs got kind of mixed up together. I'll have to fix that. Don't worry, I will one day. Now, the horses are not here just yet, but this is where they will be. They will be here in an update coming soon. Then we got the cows. Quite a few of them have escaped and whatnot. Then we got the wheat field for growing wheat whenever I'm over here so I can breed the animals. Let's see, then the sheep farm. The sheep farm, yes. I felt so proud when I built this thing. It's just a whole bunch of sheep. It was a pain to get them in there, okay? I don't care what you say. It was a pain. So, it's just a thing for sheep. I need to redo their dye. But anyway, let's go to the next location, which is the football field, the lookout tower, and Hangar 11. Let's go ahead and take a look at Hangar 11 really quick. I'm sorry, I'm really rushing through this because I want this to be a one part. And you don't want this. Anyway, this Hangar 11. I was going to do a Hangar 18, but that just... I didn't want everyone to go, oh, Call of Duty. Oh, it's not the Call of Duty one. But anyway, it's just a hangar. There's no plane in here because the theory was this is where the space shuttle could be. Because it could be in here. Whatever. There's a light switch. You could turn this all the lights off. Or, in fact, you turn that off. Where's the button at? Right here. Press that button, and the lights are flashing. It just does that nonstop. It's very laggy. Well, at least for other people. And then turn that on, and, well, you know, I fixed the problem. The lag is gone. Decent little hangar. Then we got the lookout tower right behind it. It's supposed to be something really cool, too, but it just turns out to be a little redstone wiring. I did. Then you go right here. Boop. Boop, boop. Yeah. Nothing special, but I thought it was cool. A lot of stuff in here. Ender chest. I have too many items turned on so I can get in and out of creative. But again, it's just a lookout tower. And then over here, this is where stuff. This is kind of where I'm kind of getting a little far away from home. So we got, as you can see, the lighthouse, and then we have the USS Trollolololololololol. Then we have a tiny boat over here that's like, if it were to keep going forward, it would just be run over. It's just a harbor, and that's all it really is. So let's go take a look at this thing. This is one of the cooler builds, I think, too. It was a lighthouse. The whole design of it was I came up with it in about 10 seconds and built it in about 15 minutes. Did not take that long to do when you have plenty of wool. Then let's take a look. This is the real prize story thing. So I have a rail system that goes all the way from there to here that connects pretty much to the boat. And it's a pretty big boat. Alright, you can't lie. You can't deny that fact. I believe you can't even open, yeah, I can't even open those. Like, you could put prisoners in here. There's stuff in here, but then you got underneath here, which is the cargo hold, which I didn't even decorate because no one's going to come down here. And you could do anything you want because it's 3 levels high. I believe it's only 1 deep, though. So if something gets hit, then you're kind of screwed. I wish you could drive boats in Minecraft, or you know what I mean. You wish you could drive something like this that you've built. That'd be so cool. And I'll be right back when I'm at the next location. Well, actually, that was the last thing. But as you can see, this world's been through a lot of change in the last couple years, actually. It's been around for a very long time. I want to thank you guys for sticking around for 200 videos. If you haven't seen them all, go check out some of them. Oh my god, that's a challenge I accept for you. And I want to thank you guys for everything that you've done for me. I don't think I'd at least be this far off from where I want to be. 5,000 video views. I know that's not a lot. One of my videos almost about to hit 800 views. That's just amazing to me. So thank you so much. And if you guys really want a world download, please let me know because there's plenty for you guys to do in this world. It's an old world, but there's plenty of stuff in here that I didn't even get to show you. I just showed you the big stuff. So thank you guys for watching so much, and I will see you later.